Hi, everybody. It's Mark Conway here with Hassell Cattle Company. I get to talk to some really great people. I get to eat some really amazing food in this career of mine. And most of that food, especially lately, is of the Wagyu variety from Hassell Cattle Company. Again, it is second to none. I go every time. My go to is the ground beef because I love to make burgers. I love to make meatballs. I love to just use that as an open palette to have fantastic food. And if you're going to start with an amazing product, it is so exciting to see what amazing talent does with that amazing product. When those two are level playing field, man, sky's the limit as to what the food can be. And this week, we're going to talk to a world champion in the chef category at the World Food Championships who blew away the competition using Hassell Cattle Company Wagyu beef. So I want to welcome in Preston Nguyen. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing well. How are you?
Man, I'm doing great. I see you're all decked out in Hassell Cattle Company.
Yeah, so I have the shirt right here and the hat right here with the logo on it.
I mean, this was your first time at the World Food Championships. You competed in one of the most difficult categories at any competition. The chef category, which was stacked with celebrity chefs, executive chefs, longtime culinarians, and you, at the age of 18, blew the competition away and used Hassell Cattle Company Wagyu beef in multiple applications. And man, just had an impressive showing. What was like that for you?
Yeah, being introduced to Hassel, it was definitely a very lucky and fortunate event for us. We actually found them when we were walking out from the check-in the day before our competition started, and we checked them out, tried their beef, and we're like, okay, this is the product that we want to use for the opening round. And so we switched to their Denver cut, and we ended up using it in the Wagyu Wellington, and I would say it turned out pretty well.
I think so. I think you did fantastic. What is it about Hassell Cattle Company's Wagyu beef that you like so much?
I would definitely say it's locally grown, and the blend of percentage between the Wagyu cow and the Angus cow really makes, I would say, like the perfect balance of tenderness, fat ratio, and overall like flavor. Because I would say A5 Wagyu, it has a little bit too much fat, and sometimes like when you cook it, it melts too much or it can be too greasy. Whereas Hassell Cattle Company's Wagyu is that perfect blend of fat to meat and just always has a really tender bite.
It really does. I mean, the flavor, a little salt and pepper, and you're good on almost any dish you're going to make using it. Now you said you just had met them literally right before you started competition. You meet them, make a change to your recipe. Now you're using Hassell Cattle Company. You used it in the second round of the top 10 round, doing it 3 different ways. And that's where you won to go forward. But even after World Foods, you've really been doing a lot of work with the Hassell Cattle Company Wagyu.
Yes. So we've been working on a few cooking demos with the products, and then we've also just been testing out all their different cuts that maybe not a lot of people know about. Like I didn't know until recently that there's a Wagyu bacon or a Wagyu sausage. Like there's just so many different things that you can use to apply to your daily lives. Like it doesn't always have to be like a expensive steak. Like it can be pretty much anything.
No, you're right. Doug Hassell, who was the man behind Hassell Cattle Company, he introduced me to Terrace Major just before the World Food Championships because I was doing one of the celebrity chef dinners. And I had, of course, the first phone call I made was, I want to use filet. So I called Doug, and he's like, I'm telling you, you want to try this Terrace Major. And I used it, and it's hard to tell the difference between Terrace Major and filet. And it's referred to as the poor man's filet. But that was unbelievable. And now I find myself, I use Terrace Major now more than a filet cut. So you're absolutely right. So with some of your demos, what are some of the different dishes you've made?
Yeah, so I've definitely been experimenting with like different cuts with barbecue and smoking. We've been trying to do some burnt ends and just different things with like the bacons and sausages, just really exploring like the barbecue side of things.
And as you go forward looking at this new year we're in, I imagine, even though you have final table right around the corner to see if you can be crowned the world food champion and walk away with that $100,000 check, are you going to compete more going throughout the rest of the year?
Yes, so I've signed up to be in the state category for next year. And we're also exploring different competition circuits that are local that I can start to apply for. And I've just been trying to gain as much knowledge possible in these past few months to keep competing and keep keeping my mind on the next competitions.
And has there been a dish, now that you've been using Hassel for a little while, is there a dish that is now your go-to favorite? This is just what you like to eat using Hassell Cattle Company Wagyu.
I mean, definitely that Denver cut that we used in the Wagyu Wellington. I actually made that dish again for my family for Christmas time. It was part of a 7-course meal that I made with my family, and they really loved it. And as I was kind of tasting it while we were making it, like every single time I tried it, it was just a perfect like mouthful of flavor to texture, like just everything about the Denver cut. I would say is my new favorite dish.
And that's it, guys. Right from a world champion, but also just a new culinarian who's exploring the culinary world, new techniques, new flavors. He chooses to use Hassell Cattle Company Wagyu. You too can order it at home at hassellcattlecompany.com. That's the website. You can sign up for text alerts where you can receive a discount. There's also package deals that come out every week. And there's fantastic opportunities if you follow them on social media at Hassell Cattle Company on both Facebook and Instagram. Preston, where can everybody follow your journey in the culinary world?
So I have an Instagram at the Culinary Code, and I just kind of post different dishes I make or different events I cook in, and just kind of keep track of my progress throughout the months.
There you have it, guys. It's been another great opportunity here at Hassell Cattle Company. Preston, you have a fantastic day, and thank you for coming on.
Thanks, you too.
And we'll see you next time, guys.